Hey folks, Aaron here from Aaron's Practical Reviews, and I've got the Canon Vixia HF R800, and I wanted to talk about it for a couple things. I've had it for over a year now. You've got HDMI out, headphone jack, external microphone jack. Now again, that microphone has to be powered. It has to have its own power source. You've got the playback button, memory card slot, USB, and then your on-off button. Power it down by shutting the screen or opening it will power it up, or you can hit this and it's very fast, very effective. This is your battery. Just so you know, it takes about 8 hours to fully charge and lasts about 2 hours. Okay, and then over here, here's where you charge your device. Keep this plugged in and it will power and it'll bypass the battery, so you can run it that way. This is your record button right here. Microphones. So as you can see, for vlogging, this is perfect. You're talking right into the microphones. I've come to some really important conclusions about it for people looking, let's say, to start a YouTube channel, or where I think it's best suited and where I think it absolutely is not suited. So let's start with this exact type of situation here, creating YouTube videos indoors. I think that this is absolutely not the device for this type of a video right here. And the reason I say that is because I've tried a bunch of different lighting setups. I've tried a bunch of different angles. I cannot get any separation from the background, and it always appears to be a little bit grainy. I can't seem to get it to be really sharp. And for this type of video, me personally, I would not recommend it. I would try something else. Definitely doesn't mean that I don't think it has some legitimate, good situational usages where you could really benefit from the features of this camera. So one of the really nice things about this is just how it's so small and it's very versatile with that long zoom. Makes it really good for trails and just recreational hiking and stuff like that. And when you're done, just fold it up, put it in your pocket, and go on. So let me show you some of the ones that some of the situations that I love using it in. First and foremost, outdoor in good lighting. If you don't want to be carrying a bunch of stuff, this thing is so small, so portable. It's really good to get a lot of range, and you get some pretty good footage all the way zoomed out. You know, you don't want to go into that super high 1150 whatever nonsense digital zoom. But the optical zoom capabilities of this are pretty good. And you're going to get, obviously, footage that you could never get with your cell phone. And being this small, you're going to be able to see things and get footage that, like I said, that you would never get with your cell phone. So on vacations, outdoors, kids' outdoor events, you know, your children's soccer, baseball, whatever sporting events. The key here, if you notice, is outdoors. Indoors, maybe potentially some basketball games or some sporting events like that have really good lighting, but even then you may be pushing the boundaries of this little guy. It just really struggles in anything except excellent light. So I can't emphasize that enough. Now let me show you some of the features on this that I think are really cool, that I think a lot of beginners or anybody could have fun with. You can add, this guy here is actually pretty cool. The slow motion, entire scene or flexible. Flexible actually is a really cool feature. In flexible, you have to come over here, video quality, take that down to 17 megabytes a second. The standard full HD. Now you can go into flexible shooting. And what that allows you to do is either record normal speed, slow motion, or 2 times, and alternate between them throughout the shot. So you can start off recording them and just tap and it will change mid-recording. So it's not a stop and start situation. It just automatically will change. You can adjust your audio scenes to fit different venues or wherever you are. The shooting modes that it has to offer: full auto, highlight priority, cinema, and programmed AE. However, none of these allow you to control shutter speed or aperture. That's all set up by the camera. You do not have the ability to adjust those or control those in any of these settings that I've personally found, and I've tried everything. Now in cinema mode, it gives you these filters. A couple of, your basic vivid, cool, sepia, old movie. So you have a couple options to alter the way that your image looks, your video looks. Your standard filters. In scene, now here it has these. I've tried a lot of these, and I can tell you they've made little to no difference as far as actually making the image better. These I would consider to be minimally effective at best. I've noticed that some of these filters are useless, but a couple of them are actually useful. So I personally like the old movie. I've used that to make a couple silly little video clips and stuff like that, but for artistic reasons, there's some things in there that are somewhat useful. But again, that's going to depend on you. Maybe they're not useful to you, and and that's fine. But so you have a couple of those. Also, I do like the fact that it does have the ability to use an external mic, albeit powered. So you can get really clean audio if you have a powered mic like the one I'm using right now. This guy here, the Rode mic. So if you have the right attachments and the right accessories, you can really enhance your videos with that. That's a nice feature. And the thing that's important to remember here is that this is a $200 to $250 device. So you're not going to get this type of, the quality that I'm getting right now. This is almost a $2,000 setup. Don't expect this quality here indoors. Okay, like I said, if you're outdoors, hiking, trails, vacation, anything where you're outdoors and you want to get a lot of range, or you just want something small, portable, that isn't going to take it doesn't weigh a lot, doesn't take a lot of time to set up, just flip it open and record. This is a great device. So just keep your expectations realistic, and I think that most people will be pretty happy with this.